How's it going? I'm glad you were able to actually join. Last night it was you, this night. Sounds so formal. This night it's me. How's it going? I literally just started, so I've been just posting in like the various discords that I'm here, so. I feel like I need to be more this way? Yeah, more this way. Or maybe I just need to move my camera a little bit. This spare chair is, I never point the right way. This spare chair is for Matcha in case she wants to sit there. So that's why I have an extra chair in the background. Let me see. I'm still getting a bit set up, so don't mind me. Flashbang, wow. I never schedule these sprints, so I never know if anyone's going to actually show up because it's very impromptu. But that's kind of the way I roll because if I schedule it, I'm gonna like psych myself out, so. Well, I'm glad that you can hop in while you do some filming. Or planning to film. I might film a vlog update, potentially. I'm finishing a book for one of the vlog projects that I'm doing, and I'm aiming to finish it in this sprint because I have about 25% left. I think it's a little under 100 pages left to read, and so I'd love to finish that and maybe film my thoughts for my vlog, but we will see. And then I have another hold that I would like to start, which is just a novella. It's just a little tiny baby, so I actually don't know how many pages this is. Oh, don't look at spoilers. 118, so we'll see if I crack into that one, but that's the other hold that I've got. Is the music volume okay for everybody? The Stardew Valley music is the tried and true. I love having that on in the background. Hi, Adriana, how are you? I'm glad that you're still online. I wasn't sure if you would still be around this late. Also, sorry if you hear my chair creaking. It's old. You've got some vlog ideas. Yeah, one of them is something that I'm working on that is kind of going to be a little bit of a series. It's basically just going to be books that I've been putting off for whatever reason. So, like, first in a series that I'm trying to, that I've been putting off, or sequels that I haven't picked up yet for any reason, or standalones that I just haven't gotten around to. What do you mean, LOL me? Yeah, I mean you, because I pinged you on the Discord. I replied to you. Yeah, I'm glad that you're able to join. I just saw your message in the accountability thread. That's really funny. That's very relatable. I posted this and proceeded to sit in one spot and do nothing for 45 minutes. That was me earlier today. I was having a little bit of a dissociation crisis. What am I even trying to do right now? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you're on the phone. Are you going to be reading anything in this one or working on something else? Tell me what everyone tell me what you're doing or what you're planning to do for this one. I kind of wanted to try doing something like Katie does, where she has the little spreadsheet that people can update with their tasks or their pages. I think that's a cute idea. But I know that she streams for a really, really long period of time, and usually mine are a little bit more brief. So I just don't know if that's enough time for people to really contribute much to the sheet. I don't know. I have yet to really do much on my to-do, so I was happy you'd said you'd do this. Yeah. What is your to-do list for the day? I haven't looked at it. Where is that? Oh, there it is. You want to finish Rage. Ooh. You got your groceries, though. You did that. You don't think you've seen the spreadsheet? It's usually linked in the description of her of her sprints, I believe. You weren't being productive earlier, even though you should have been. Yeah, I feel that. I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm between jobs, and so my life is just kind of being unproductive at the moment. But my therapist is like, you need to reframe that. Like, doing your hobbies is productive, and you're doing this booktube thing. And it's like, yeah, you're right. I just am always engaging in negative self-talk. Okay. I've got Goodreads open. I've got my Notion open. I can update those when I'm ready. We got our timer. We need the wheel. The number picker wheel. Let's say maybe not 50 minutes max. Let's do like, I don't know, 65 sounds nice. Let's do 65 max on the wheel. And then we'll go from there. Okay, there you go. I guess I'll be doing both because I want to finish reading Rage and I also want to complete that to-do list. I believe in you. I think you can totally do that. I think it's a doable list. I say lean into the fun employment. Yeah, honestly, it's been nice being able to, you know, put time into my hobbies and read and game and spend time with the cats. And I started volunteering at an animal shelter, which I've shown in my vlogs, like the cats from the shelter. I love them. They're so sweet. And I started this. Obviously, I don't think I would have done this if I had been employed. Like, the idea had come into my head when I was employed, but I never, like, what's the word? I never really took it anywhere because I was like, I just don't think I have the time, or I don't really want to, you know, invest in, like, learning how to film and learning how to edit, and I barely have the energy after work, you know what I mean? So I think, you know, if I hadn't gotten laid off, I don't think I would have started this channel. And so I guess I have to be a little bit grateful for that, you know? And I've never been laid off before. I've never lost my job before, so it's a new experience. It's a new chapter, you know? Wherever I go after this, you know, hopefully it's a good position. Hopefully I like it. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what I even want to do with my life anyway, so who knows? You're also unemployed, but I'm a full-time grad student, so it's different. But I'm happy to have a break between semesters. What are you studying in graduate school? And are you in a doctoral program or a master's program? I want to hear all about it. And yes, the kitties. I don't think anybody's... Well, Mochi is over there. Hang on, I have to move the other way. Oh, the chair's in the way. You can't see him. There's that fish on the floor. He's over there behind the chair. You can't see him, but he's just laying there. That's one of the spots he likes to lay in. But I don't think anyone else is up here, which is sad. Okay, so to talk about what I've got to read, so the one that I'm in the middle of is A Treacherous Curse, which I read a little bit in your sprints last night, Jackie, and I got to 75%, pretty much on the dot, 75%. And so I want to finish this. That would be amazing because I've got a little under 100 pages left, and that's for that books I've been putting off vlog. So I would love to finish that tonight, and then maybe I can film, maybe not even tonight because the lighting is ass right now, but probably tomorrow. And then I've also got this little novella. I'm covering the library info, but Empress of Salt and Fortune by Nevo. It's 118 pages. It's a little, I believe it's like sci-fi fantasy novella. It's the first in a series of novellas. So those are my holds that I've got. So I'd love to get around to them. You're doing a Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Wow, that's so cool. I love that. were looking into doing that? Wow. That's funny. That's like kismet, you know? Ugh. I got my hair cut today. I needed a little health trim, but the length is still pretty much where it was. But she like did a little bit of a blowout on my hair, and so this is way straighter than it normally is. Normally these front pieces kind of do whatever they want. She probably could have taken them shorter. But I keep messing with my hair. Don't worry about me. I'm a big fidgeter. You really enjoyed the Empress of Salt and Fortune. Nice. Oh, hi Samantha, by the way. So glad you're here. Thank you for joining. We're still yapping. We haven't started yet. I don't think the library has... I don't think they have the audio for this. But honestly, I think they have the whole series there, physically. So maybe next time I go, I'll just pick up a couple of them. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just... Normally I like to curl, like for my videos and things, I always have my hair curled, pretty much. Hello? Mango? Hello? I don't know if you heard, I don't think you could hear it because he was at the bottom of the stairs, but he just like meowed really loudly up the stairs. Mango! Do you have the zoomies? Where are you? Hi! Do you want to say hi to people? Come say hi to people. Ugh. This is my son, Mango. Say hi, Mango. Put that foot down. Put those feet down. This is Mango. He doesn't really want to be held right now. He's my big orange one. Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to manhandle you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I feels really nice to have my hair cut, but it's not normally this prim and straight, so it feels weird. Yep, Mango. You like pets with food names. Thankfully, all of mine are food names. I've got Mango, Mochi, and Matcha. It's a lot of M's. It's a lot of M's. Hi, Catherine. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. There's a couple of you that haven't been to my sprints before, and I'm so glad you were able to make it. You made it to 80,000 words in your novel draft today. Oh my gosh, congrats. What's your... You probably don't want to say too much, but what is your novel about, or what is the genre? I want to know all about it. Can you guys... Is he on screen? No. He's ever so slightly off screen. Of course. This... Oh my god, I always... So, like, when I'm looking at myself, my camera, in, like, the chat, it's one way. So then I'm, like, expecting to move this way. My brain doesn't compute directions very well. This spare chair is for Matcha in case she visits us during stream. I don't know where she is right now. I think she's downstairs doing some kind of shenanigans. Everybody tell me what you're going to be reading in this. I already kind of showcased a little bit. But I will be reading Treacherous Curse, which is Veronica Speedwell book 3. I'm about 75% into that. And then Empress of Salt and Fortune by Nevo is my plan for after I finish that, which I think I can definitely get into, depending on how long I stream tonight, but I don't really have anything going on, so I'll probably be streaming for at least 3 hours, I think. So I think we can totally get that done. They're not, like, due tomorrow or anything like that. The Treacherous Curse was due in 3 days, but then I got an email that they extended my hold, like, as a courtesy extension, and I was like, oh, well, I don't mind if I do. but I'm still going to try to get it back expeditiously, because otherwise it'll just sit in my house. So I've got a lemon ginger tea. This is a very fun tarot themed mug. Hang on, let me rotate it because this side is really cool. A tarot themed mug that my sister-in-law got for me. I almost spilled that all over myself. Oh, what's new? I'm reading Sex Cult Nun, a memoir about the Children of God cult. Children of God cult. I feel like I've heard about that. That sounds fascinating. Cults are fascinating. Cults are really, really interesting and so fucked up. But that's what makes them so interesting. I think I'm going to put where I'm at in my little currently reading doodad. A treacherous curse. What page was I on? 228. Someone got a strange substance on the pages of this library book, and I don't want to know what the strange substance is. It is none of my business. It's the risk you take when you get a library copy, right? Okay. Currently reading A Treacherous Curse. Well, I guess I can just change this to say currently. I'll change it depending on if I'm playing a game or reading a book. Let me just do that. Look at that, so fancy. I'm genuinely curious if you guys think that you would want some kind of a spreadsheet or task list that you guys can update with how many pages you read and the tasks that you've done or that you want to do during sprints. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. One of the people that I follow, Katie Colson, she does that on her sprints, where it's just like a Google spreadsheet, and she'll have it like anonymous so everyone can access it, and they're anonymously entering it, and then you just put like your name, what book you're reading, what tasks you want to do, and then you like say when you finish your tasks and how many pages you've read, and then it's nice just to see how many pages everybody read collectively. I think it's fun. I could look into setting up something like that. I mean, okay, 2 of you said you're interested. That's more than enough for me. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I'll do that during our first sprint. I'll start fiddling with that and set that up. Because I do have a Gmail, obviously, because I have a YouTube. So I think I can just put it on my Google Drive. Let's fuck around and find out. Pardon my language. You guys moved down for that. Okay, hang on. Let me catch up on the messages because I was yapping. I have no idea what's going on because my puppy was screaming for dinner. First of all, I need to know about this puppy. What's their name? How old are they? What breed are they? What's their favorite treat? I want to know everything. My parents just got a puppy. Allegedly, he was a lab. He's not a lab. They got his DNA test back, and he is a pit bull boxer Staffordshire Terrier mix. Not a lab, which I don't mind. Your friend just called you to book a trip. BRB. Ooh, have fun. I hope whatever the trip is that you guys book something nice. My protagonist is the kind of person who constantly seeks distraction to avoid processing difficult emotions. Yeah, relatable. He's in college and not dealing with his grief over his sister's death. Is it, did you say what the genre is? Is it just like, contemporary Literary? That sounds really interesting, though. This music makes me want to play Stardew Valley every time. His name's Teddy. He's a Labradoodle Terrier mix, but mainly some type of terrier. About 4.5 months old. He loves pumpkin and carrots. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you for giving me all that information, by the way. Labradoodle Terrier. I wonder how well, he's 4.5 months old. I wonder how large he will get to be, because Labradoodles are like a mid-sized dog, but I guess it depends on what kind of terrier he is. It may determine if he's going to be more mid-sized or more small, right? Depending on the terrier. Contemporary literary. Nailed it. Yes, I'm working on the task list now. I'm actually plagiarizing Katie's spreadsheet. Not actually, but like I'm just taking inspiration because I don't remember how it was laid out. So I am doing that. Oh, it'll even keep the formatting. That's nice. That's nice. He's going to be mid-sized. Labradoodles are usually large breed, but they think he's a mini terrier mix. My in-laws have a Labradoodle, and he's kind of small, honestly. But not like small. Like he's probably the size of... I don't know. I can't think of any dogs now. He's maybe like, bigger than an Australian Shepherd. That's all I got. That's all I got. I forgot every dog that ever existed. Okay, let's keep working on this spreadsheet. I'm gonna make it pretty. I'm gonna make it pretty. I want it to be pretty. I'll probably work on it while we're actually actively sprinting, because I don't want to just like sit here, but I also want people to be actually using it, so I want people to be able to like put their stuff in there before we go to sprint, you know? Let's do purple and orange. Ooh, I love spooky colors. Yes, let's do that. Purple and orange. Love, love, love to see it. Let's put... I gotta format it because I'm crazy. Okay, let's look at these settings. Share. Sorry, hang on. Sorry for missing chat. I'm in the zone trying to get this spreadsheet accessible. Hi, Kendra. How are you? Thanks for sprinting chess, BTW. Of course. I wasn't sure how many people would actually hop in, but I figured, fuck it, why not? We ball. And I really want to read. I really want to read purely to finish this book, because I think I'm just kind of like, it sounds insane to say that I'm slumping, because I read 8 books last month and finished a book like 3 days ago or 4 days ago or whatever it was, but I feel like I'm slumping. So I really want to not be. So let's see. Only people, anyone with the link can edit. Yeah. Let's try this. If I post this link, can you guys click that and access the sheet? And let me know. I hope that it'll be anonymous. I may have to look at the settings, so just, bear with me. This is my first time doing a public spreadsheet for something like this. I've done, like, spreadsheets for work and things like that, obviously. Where is the emoji that I'm looking for? That's not the right one. When all else fails, go to Google. Sorry that this is a chaotic start, by the way. I promise we will start sprinting soon. Is this actually going to... Whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a little emoji next to my name because why not? Ooh, I want a bat. Bat. Yeah. Okay. And I'm on page 228 out of 305. Let me also change the wrap settings. Yeah, there we go. It'll wrap. Samantha immediately going in with the formatting. Immediately going in with the formatting. Let me drop the... Oh my goodness, this is so chaotic. But now that I have the sheet, it'll be a lot easier going forward. Let me put the link in the description for the video so that it's easy for people to access. That's not the copy paste that I wanted. I wanted that copy paste. Copy. Okay. Let me check. Okay, cool. The spreadsheet is in the description. So if anybody wants to click on the link either in the chat or in the description, you guys can access the spreadsheet and put your name, put the tasks that you want to get done, put the book that you're reading, and then when you've read some pages, you can put them in the pages read, and then the total thingy will sum it up for everybody. Is the way that it should work. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Currently reading Bare Bones in the Midnight Soil audiobook, nice, and Knock Knock Open Wide on my Kindle. Very cool. I think I've heard of Knock Knock Open Wide. I think, doesn't the cover have like a gargoyle or something, like a side profile? Like, it looks like a gargoyle, at least in my head. Do you think it's the contrast of reading so much last month? Like, it's only the 5th, and I feel like I haven't read in years. Yes, it feels like, I feel like I read so much for the readathon, and I was, like, constantly, like, I would drop one book, or I would, like, finish one book, and I'm like, okay, on to the next thing, because I need to keep reading for the readathon. But now that there's no goal, I just feel, like, aimless, you know what I mean? And this is, like, how reading is supposed to feel, like, you just pick it up when you want to. But because we were reading so much for the readathon, I feel like I'm a fucking failure because I haven't touched a book in a few days. Like, it's literally insane. It shouldn't be like that. Also, guys, if you see me going in and changing any of your formatting, you didn't see anything. It's me being fucking neurotic is what it is. So don't worry about me. Let's, yeah, put that in bold so that people know. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna make, what color do I want to make my cells? I don't like that. I might keep them white. Guys, why am I like this? It's really not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Nothing is satisfying me. I don't want any of it. Whoa. Check it out. Well, everyone else is in bold with white text, so now I'm gonna do bold with white text. I can't break the cycle. We're all doing the same thing. Let me catch up on the chat again. Oh my god, hang on. I got distracted. Color coding. Hello, Noah. Sorry, I took forever to see you. I'm so sorry. How are you? We're just fiddling with the spreadsheet. You're reading Vera by Carol Edgarian, which I read in sprints yesterday, and A Duke Never Tells by Suzanne Enoch, and no, neither of those are on my August TBR. That's fair. You know, honestly, that's part of why I don't set a TBR, because I don't know if I'm even going to touch them. Like, half the time, I'm just like, I would rather read something that's literally not on my list of things to do. You know? I'm very much a mood reader, so I struggle with the TBR. I have the TBR again, I'm pointing to the wrong direction. Where is it? I'm pointing to my TBR cauldron. It's right there. I have this cauldron. I have not pulled a single thing out of that cauldron because I am a mood reader and I struggle a lot with TBRs. It's difficult. Yes, it's a woman's side profile with horns. Very weird so far, but good. Irish folklore. Very cool. Oh my god, this is like a readathon reunion. It does feel like a reunion, but it's because a lot of it is, you know, I posted in like the Bunnies Discord, and so a lot of us who are in the readathon who are also in the Bunnies, you know, every spreadsheet I want to highlight yellow, but then you're the exact shade of yellow I would use. Yes, it's very cozy and candid in here. Don't feel bad about not having read that much. I never read a ton, and to anyone else that can I read? And anyone else that feels like that about it, just know that it's totally fine to take your time. You said a TBR for fun. Honestly, I think that's probably the best approach to it, is like general suggestions, or you pick a couple prompts maybe, but then you don't have to, you don't have to read all of them. It's just like, hey, if you want to read a set book, here it is, you know? My cauldron is all prompt-based as well. I think that prompts are more flexible. Oh, that reminded me. I wanted to look. Are any of you doing the Magical Readathon, Aurelium, by Book Roast? Because I do that readathon, and I needed to check what the Adventure in Eldia prompt is for August. Stargaze. Read a book with stars on the cover. Read a book with stars on the cover. Okay. Well, now I have that prompt for August I've got to do. Okay. Let me check back up on the chat. I think it'll happen to me too because I read a lot in July, and now that classes are restarting, I won't have as much time to read stuff that isn't for class. Yeah, that was my problem when I was in college too, was motivating myself to read something outside of classwork. It's really difficult. If you're reading a lot of assigned reading, it's really hard to read for fun and actually enjoy it, you know? So I don't blame you. Hi again, Kendra. Everyone's having so much fun in their color coding and things. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I'm dying at like all of the little shuffling and reorganizing that people are doing with the cells and the colors and the formatting. I love this. It's so fun. I'm so glad you guys are actually enjoying the spreadsheet because I really like a spreadsheet. It keeps me accountable. It keeps me on task. I am a scientist, so I do love me some trackers and some data. Oh, I also didn't mention, but I started today a book called... I have to pause. A book called, because called is also in the name of it. It's a book called A Memory Called Empire by Arcady something. Have you guys heard of A Memory Called Empire? And then the sequel is called A Desolation Called Peace. It is a duology, sci-fi duology. But I started that today. I was waiting at my hair salon because I got my hair cut. I was waiting at the hair salon and I was there like 30 minutes early, but I just wanted to like vibe and be available in case they were done like with their client early. They weren't. But so I sat down and I was like, oh, I bought it on Kobo. They were doing like a package deal. They sold the two of them. It was like $18 or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll just buy a couple of ebooks because my library didn't have them and whatever. I'm putting my knee up because I like to sit like a goblin. But yeah, so I started that A Memory Called Empire. I didn't get that far. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I should download that on my... Is it already downloaded on here? I don't have like an e-reader. It's just a tablet. It wants to do a software update. Fine. I don't read much on my e-reader anymore. I don't know, I just prefer holding a physical book, I guess. So, but this is nice when you travel, so. But I need to update all the shit on it and download my books. Yeah, you guys have heard of it. I heard of it because of Carrie Can Read as well. That's how I got the recommendation for it, and so far it is really, really weird. Like, not weird like mind trippy or anything, it's just that the world building is so unique because of the way that it's not really a magic system. Well, I guess there is I don't know, I just started it. I got like nowhere in it. But there's like, memory is literally inherited down like a generational line through something called imago, which is like an implant, and you literally like download your predecessor's memories, which is crazy. And you literally share like neurological input with the person whose imago you have downloaded or whatever. It's very interesting. And so the main character just got hers implanted and literally is like sharing her body with the person whose memories she has, her predecessor, because she's like this new ambassador or something on... This is matcha. she's like an ambassador and she downloaded her predecessor's memories, but it's weird because he can also like manipulate her body, like move her, even though he's literally dead. He's the memories. He is the memories and downloaded consciousness of a man who's been dead, but the download is from 15 years ago, before he died. I cannot tell you more than that because I don't know what the fuck's going on, is the moral of the story. Yes, it's a memory called Empire. Yes. Anyway, I started that today. I haven't started it on like Goodreads or anything because sometimes if I pick up a book and I don't get very far, like I get like 10 pages into it and I don't want to like start it yet, I just don't, and then I start it the next time I pick it up. But that's because I track the start and end dates in my journal, and then sometimes I'm a filthy liar is what it is. That's what it is. I just don't want to have to make, like, if I pick up a book and I don't touch it for like 3 weeks, I don't want to make a giant 3-week line in my journal, is really what it is. I'm being really dramatic about it, though. I should just start it. I'm going to just start it on Goodreads, because then I don't have a fucking excuse to not read it. Because that's another book that I'm reading for my books I've been putting off vlog. And I have been putting it off. Look at me putting it off and making excuses right now. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. So far, it's really interesting. Currently reading Get Fucked, Executive Dysfunction. Giving I'm confused but having a good time. Yeah. It does. You do have to use your brain. I've already made a lot of annotations. Thankfully, it's a digital copy, so I'm not using like actual notes and highlighting it with all of the annotations, because I would have tabs on every page. But that's because in the beginning of the book, they have to deliver a lot of world building. Okay, let me also put it on my reading tracker, A Memory Called Empire. LOL, Jess. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how my brain works sometimes. Arcady Martin is the author. That's who it is. Reading it, and I started it today. Yes. It is a sci-fi fantasy. It is fairly long. It's 472 pages, which isn't that long, but like when I'm in a slump, it's gonna take me probably the majority of the month to finish that book, I swear to God, because I need to break this slump. You know what would help to break the slump? Actually reading. Let's do a spin the wheel. God. Why am I like this? I think the first yap is the worst because, and by the worst I mean the longest, is because I gotta catch up with everybody who's here. All of you guys showed up, and of course I want to chat with all of you. Okay. Everybody's got their sprint tracker. I have no tasks in my list because... Why are you licking my hand? I don't really have anything I need to do. So I'm just gonna say, I need to read. That's my task. Let me fix something. Yeah, everything should be vertical align. No, that fucked up something for you. Never mind. Not vertical align. I will vertical align my own shit. There we go. Because I see what you're doing now, Adriana. You've got your little X's and checks. I like that. That's cute. Okay. There's one more thing I want to check before I start sprinting or anything like that. I swear we will eventually sprint. just need to resize that. So many people here do booktuber vlogs. Yeah, a lot of them are from a Discord server. My shirt is riding up in the back. Ugh, I don't want to disrupt Matcha. She's on my lap. You can't see her, but she's down there. A lot of us are from a Discord server, and like a Discord server by another booktuber, and a lot of us on there are booktubers or vloggers or whatever. I'm just a baby. I haven't been on here that long. I think I've been on here for like 2 months. Let's spin the wheel. What are we gonna get? Okay. Alright. 38 is not bad. Let's remove that. Okay, there we go. 38 is good. And then I'm gonna set the short breaks to 7 minutes. Why are you licking my arm? I don't even have any lotion on or anything. I don't have any lotion on or anything. You're just doing it for no reason. Same booktuber baby tag. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Someday we will sprint. Right now we're sprinting. I'm gonna start. I'm going to be reading A Treacherous Curse. I'm gonna finish this book. Not this... Maybe this sprint? I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. Do not chomp on this book again. Oh my gosh. She already chewed on this book once. And I have to return this. Don't... Matcha. Your trouble. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna start. Everybody's got their tasks and their books in the tracker. And we are going to start sprinting. I will see you guys in 38 minutes. I'm gonna mute myself, but I'm gonna hang on, I'm gonna start the Stardew Valley music over because it's gonna run out in 38 minutes. Okay. Now we'll be set. Alright, I will see you guys in 38 minutes. Have fun. Happy reading. Oh, you just realized you were watching on a delay. That's okay, I do that all the time. Oh, okay, well, she left me. She left me. Actually, I'm gonna grab my blanket. I got a spooky blanket. That doesn't really show you anything. It's upside down, but there's ghosts on it. I love everything spooky all year. I was like, how did you know it would be 38? Okay. You've heard of dog ate my homework, get ready for my cat ate my library book. Literally, hang on, I need to show you guys. Do you see those two little holes? Those are her teeth. She bit the book. She bit it. Wait, it gets worse. Hang on. It's kind of, it's kind of hard to see, but you see those little notches at the bottom of the page? Her teeth. The little whore chewed on my library book. If I have to pay money, it's coming out of her allowance. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, anyway. I've kind of slumped down now because I'm gonna read. Alright. Are we ready to actually be productive and useful? I don't think I missed any other... Yeah, I didn't miss any other messages. Okay, see you guys in 38 minutes for real this time. Okay, bye. everybody. How did you do? I have to do math. I don't know how many pages I read. 266. I got to page 266, and so I don't have that much more to go. I have until, I think, 3:05 is, I think, when it ends. I'm going to start the short break timer so I don't yap for 30 minutes, by the way. Let's see how the sprint tracker is looking for everybody. I also need to do math. I read 38 pages. You didn't finish your chapter, but you've been writing all day long. Honestly, though, that's fair. If you're reading slower, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not a race. Let me move Matcha over. Okay. Now you guys can see her a little bit better. Gosh. You updated your Notion, nice. I was chewing my lip pretty bad during that. It's kind of like what I do when I'm focusing. Just chomping on it. Oh, what happened, Adriana? Was it something with your trip? Hope everything's okay. You're almost done cleaning out space on your phone and computer with new USB drive. Yeah, I had to do that recently too because my files were taking up so much space, and I had my fiance had like an external hard drive, and I moved all of my old footage and stuff to there because it's like, ugh, my tablet's being annoying. It was just taking up so much space. I mean, especially when you're filming on high settings, it takes up so much space, these files. Oh, just crying because I'm productive. Oh my gosh, I was like, hope nothing's wrong. Did you end up getting your trip booked? And where are you going, by the way? Where and when? Okay, my tablet updated. Now I can try to download a memory called Empire. Gosh, this tracker window is just so bright. Just close that. It was too expensive? Oh, so you're not going? I'm sorry to hear that. Traveling is really expensive, honestly. Might look for something to watch on Netflix if people have suggestions. I don't have Netflix, so I don't know what's on there. There was one show that someone was talking about recently. My fiance and we started watching a show called The... You okay?
Yeah.
Drink some water. Drink some water. We started watching a show called The Pit, which is on HBO Max. and it's like a medical show, very much like Grey's Anatomy, except more medically accurate and less soap opera-y. And we really liked that so far. Oh, you just watched K-pop Demon Hunters last night? I need to watch that with my friends. One of them just watched it recently, and she's obsessed with it. She won't stop talking about it. She's like, I've already watched it 3 times. It was supposed to be to Aspen for the Book of the Month's book festival. Oh, that would have been so nice. I didn't even know they do a book festival. That's so cool. You're going to Tennessee instead? Nice. When are you going? And for how long is your trip? I can't wait to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Been on a roll with The Ultimatum. The Ultimatum. Yeah, that's one of those reality dating shows, isn't it? I think I remember seeing that getting talked about. Yeah, Sam, I didn't realize that they have a book festival either. That's so neat. Is this on the right page? Did it pick up in the right spot? Yeah, it did. Okay. Well, my tablet is all set with my ebook whenever I want to get around to that. How far did I get into it today? I don't think I got very far. It's still loading. Yeah, similar to Love is Blind, yep. I don't watch any of those, but I love watching people do, like, commentary on them or, like, recap of what happened in the season, because then I get all the drama without having to watch them. But they're pretty funny. First year that they're doing it. Ooh. But the flight alone was almost $900. That's a lot. You planned your first video during that Sprint night dinner. Nice. And you took your puppy for a walk. Cute. Also, you guys can see Matcha now. I moved her closer. That's her chair. It used to be mine, but then she would steal it all the time. So then I took my fiance's chair. He's back in his old desk chair, and that's her chair. I can't do reality TV, too much tension and stress, yeah. 7 minutes felt too short. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that to 10. But we have to spin the wheel anyway. Flashbang, it's so bright. Well, Noah's not here to do the spin the wheel drum roll thing, so if someone wants to do the spin the wheel drum roll thing, otherwise we will spin for the next sprint. Oh yeah, I didn't make it very far into this. I made it 34. Well, it's always weird how the pages display on a tablet because it says like 1,417, but it's not that long. It's just because of the way that it's formatted. But at least I've got that set up now. I'm feeling snacky. I might get a snack at some point. Shall we spin? I think I'm almost to the end of this. I'm really, really close to the end of this, so I think I'll finish it in this sprint. Because I'm at 87%. Oh my god, it's so bright with all those Okay, let's spin the wheel and see what our next sprint will be. Okay. It really likes these high 30s and low 40s, because I think the last time we got like 48 and 44 or 42 or something like that, and we just kept getting those. Okay, we're gonna do 42 minutes. Everyone make sure you update the sprint tracker if you like. And we will get sprinting again. I know this wasn't a very long break. 7 minutes doesn't feel like a very long break, but it's not supposed to be. I guess it's supposed to be a short break. But I'm almost done with this, so I want to get back to it. You're going to make a snack and watch something, maybe. Well, I hope you find something fun to watch. I'm sorry that I didn't really give you any suggestions. I don't watch a whole lot on there. Isn't, The Great British Baking Show is on Netflix, though, I'm pretty sure. And that's awesome if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have. I think that they have, The Great British Baking Show and then Britain's Best Home Cook. That might be on there as well. That one is another show kind of like the Great British Baking Show, but it's with home cooking instead of baking. And that one's also very cute and wholesome. So if you haven't watched that, I would recommend that one too. You used to have 45-minute sprints, but now I think they're so nice because it's just enough time to get a longer task done. Yeah, exactly. Can't wait for more Great British Baking Show. Me too. We don't have Netflix, so again, we haven't been watching it, but I might have to subscribe for a month or something and just binge watch it. Yes, Paul Hollywood, what a guy. I love Noel too. I love him as a host. And I think the woman who's like also co-hosting, she's really great too. But I love Noel. He's so funny. If you haven't seen it, I recommend. It's very, very fun. It's definitely different than American competitive kind of shows because it's more like slow paced and wholesome, and people aren't like ruthlessly competitive. It's just very cute. Plus, all the baked goods makes you want dessert constantly. Oh my god. You quit Netflix but got it again when Squid Game came out. Yeah. Wasn't Squid Game 3 just released recently or something like that? I think that was something. Anyway, I think we should get back to the sprinting. I want to finish this. Unfortunately, I'm not loving it as much as I wanted to love it. And so that's kind of a bummer. But at this point, I just want to be done with it. So, definitely going to finish it in this one. I will see you guys in 42 minutes. Have fun and enjoy your snacking, watching, reading, whatever you're doing. See you soon. Hey, how's everybody doing? I see you guys are talking about rock tag. I saw your comment about that, Adriana. I was like, rock tag? I was in like the last couple pages of my book, so that's so funny. Well, I finished my book. I'm just updating the doodad, that. So I finished my book. I finished A Treacherous Curse. I'm so glad that I'm done with it. No offense to the book. It was fine. It's just, I think, this is my problem with picking up library holds and thinking I'm going to be in the mood for them when I pick them up. I wasn't in the mood for this at all. And so that's kind of just part of the problem. But I finished it, so that's good. I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars, I think. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. Definitely not my favorite in the series. Still prefer the second book, even though it seems like the consensus is that people who have read 1, 2, and 3, they prefer 3 the best. I did not prefer 3 the best. But I will still continue in the series because I love Veronica and Stoker. And I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to tell you, if you're going into this series expecting it to be heavy on the romance, be prepared for it to be an agonizingly slow burn. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm on book 3. Done with book 3. That's all I'm gonna say. But the next book in the series is called A Dangerous Collaboration. And I'm just reading the bio because I want to see, or not the bio. I always call it the bio, but it's the synopsis. I want to read the synopsis to see what it's about. Okay. This one sounds really good. There's a mysterious ball that Veronica and Stoker are going to be attending where Veronica is going to be posing as the fiance to Stoker's brother. Like a fake fiance situation for some reason, don't know why. And there's a mysterious, the ball, and someone who okay, so Lord Malcolm Romilly's house party is what they're attending. Every invited guest has a connection to Romilly's wife Rosamund, who disappeared on their wedding day 3 years ago. And he invites every person that's connected to her to this dinner party? As spectral figures, ghostly music, and mysterious threats begin to plague the partygoers, Veronica enlists Stoker's help to discover the host's true motivations. Ooh, this one sounds really good. Okay, I will admit, Egyptology is not my thing. Notoriously, I did not like The River Has... Not The River Has Roots. I have not read that yet. I want to read that. What the River Knows. I think that's what it's called. What the River Knows, I think. It was another Egyptology, romance, heist, whatever book. I did not like that one. And didn't continue the series. So I was like, Egyptology, But this, a mysterious dinner party with a mysterious disappearing wife, and everybody at the party is connected and they don't know that they're all connected. That's my jam. I am really excited for this one. Ooh, I'm really excited for this one. So that's exciting. Anyway, let me catch up on the chats. since I was reading that synopsis. Finish your shower, 3 minutes to spare. Perfect. I did not start the yapping timer. Hang on, let me do that. I one day wish to read Veronica Speedwell. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fun series. I think if you want like an episodic kind of mystery of the week style of series where, you know, there's connecting thorough elements, like I would definitely read them in sequence because they make references to past events or they make, you know, character cameos from different books. But I love that each one has their own self-contained story. So you don't really need to remember overarching plot, you just need to remember a couple characters. And the plot is different for each book. And I love that you don't really know what you're going to get in each of them. Like the last one was like, well, the second one was a wild time. The first one had some sort of a scandal with... See, hang on a second. I literally can't even remember the fucking plots of them. I remember, like, what happens in them, but not the beginning of the mystery. I don't want to, like, say what the mystery was. But the first one... Obviously, you get to know the characters. Yeah. Okay. There's a murder and some drama with the royalty in anticipation of Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee. And so there's kind of like royalty, family lineage drama that happens in the first one. The second one... All I'm going to say is the second one, I'm just reading this one line because I don't want to spoil anything. The second one just says, I'm reading this one line from the synopsis. From a bohemian artist's colony to a royal palace to a subterranean grotto with a decadent history, the investigation proves to be a very perilous undertaking indeed. All I will say is that the second book is salacious. I really like that one. And then the third one is Egyptology. And then the fourth one is a dinner party. Like a Clue-style dinner party. I'm sold. The fourth one I think is going to be really good. If the fourth one is anything like the second one, I'm going to like it a lot. Let me catch up on chats again. You made popcorn and started Olimpo, which is a sorry if I pronounced that totally wrong, by the way, which is a Spanish show about elite athletes at this private school in the Pyrenees. Like the dog. I love Pyrenees. Is it Pyrenees? I always mix up these names. Saint Bernard. Great Pyrenees Mountain Dog? No, that's Bernese Mountain Dog. See? Great Pyrenees, Bernese Mountain Dog. I always blend those names together. Oh, now you make me want popcorn. Bio is cute. Here, read this book's personality. Yeah, literally, though. We love a fake dating fiance trope. I think it's going to be interesting, especially since there is some sexual tension between her and Stoker's brother. Could be spicy. Could be spicy. Nothing has been spicy yet in this series, I will say. The second one has interesting things that happen, but I'm intrigued so far. I think it might be slightly thrillery leaning too. We got a flash of an accident with vague details, which could be from the past. It's kind of funny that I was so productive all day and I'm using the sprints to relax. Hey, reading sprints, relaxing sprints, it doesn't matter. You're just here to chat and vibe, and that's honestly more than I could ask for. Hope no one minded my tangent about the status of my Veronica Speedwell adventure. But I am very excited for this fourth one, actually. Unironically, really excited about it. St. Pyrenees Mountain Dog. Yeah. Also, hi, Andrea. I don't know if I saw... You haven't said hi in chat yet, have you? Sorry if I missed it. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see how the The tracker is going. I like to look and see what tasks people are accomplishing. Adriana, you've been busy, girl. You got so much done. I like seeing all the check marks. I like seeing it. You just joined in the last sprint. Well, welcome. I was just ranting about the book that I finished, and I think... I don't know what I want to pick up next. I don't know if I want to pick up my other library hold. It's very, very short. The text is pretty large, and it's only 118 pages, so I could start this one, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Booktube is for book rants, so you're actually doing it right by going to Book Tangent. Yeah, that's true. Well, Andrea, if you are just joining in the description of the live, there is a spreadsheet. There's a document spreadsheet that I sent. I did send it to the chat, but it's in the link as well, in the description. If you want to, you can go in there and put what book you're reading or what tasks you're going to get done or what you want to get done during the sprints. And it's just a fun little way to kind of have like self-accountability. It's not a competition, of course, but I think it holds me more accountable when like I have it written down somewhere. That's just for me. Yes, I finished it. Woo! Honestly, I think that it was kind What is she doing? Hello? Matcha? What are you doing? She's just holding on to the arm of the chair, huh? Yeah. You're so funny. You're so funny. Yes. You guys probably can't see from here, but she has thumbs. Yeah, big stretch and yawn. Mm-hmm. Hi, sweetie. Oh, yes. I love when cats slow blink at you. It's like the best feeling in the world. It's like, you have chosen me. Oh. Okay, see ya. Well, she's gone now. Sorry, guys. Having it there makes me feel competitive, like competing with myself to see how much I can get done by the time I get back. Honestly, though, it does feel like that. It does feel like I'm trying to compete with myself to actually be productive and to not just, like, slack, you know? Even though slacking is completely valid. Like, it doesn't have to be this whole thing, you know? What was I doing? Oh, right, I need to add this to my Notion. Dangerous collaboration. It's going to be a library, physical, loan. It's 336 pages, easy peasy. It is historical, mystery, and it's the Veronica Speedwell series. It's number 4. Okay, cool. Same, I was like, oh, 20 minutes, let's see how quick I can take a shower. Honestly, though, yeah. I was definitely, like, rushing. Not, like, rushing, but I was, like, you know, I was kind of feeling a little bit, like, a sluggishness throughout a little bit of that last sprint, like, oh, just let this book end already, you know? But, like, once I saw that I was getting really close to the end of the book and close to the end of the sprint, I was like, okay, like, we got this, we got this. I was on my TV, on my laptop now. I'll join in right now. Hopefully you'll finish. What are you reading? Tell us what you're reading. I need to figure out what I'm going to do in the next sprint. I definitely want to get a snack. Because it's... Well, I'm not even that hungry, but I just kind of feel munchy, you know? I think if I want to stay up for like another hour, I probably need a snack. But probably a small one. Like maybe an apple. Um, okay, well, I updated my Goodreads. That's good. I updated... When was the last time I updated my series tracker? That's another book I need to read soon. I need to finish Love's Academic series, which technically it's not like a series, it's just like the way that, by the way, it's the Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love and then the Geographer's Map to Romance. I have read the Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love. I really loved it. And then the second one, the Geographer's Map to Romance, came out, and I need to read that. I own it. But like, it's called the Love's Academic series, but it's kind of the way that romance books are, like, in a series. It's just like a connected universe, but it's not the same characters. But although I wonder if our characters from the first book will make an appearance. But that one is a very fun series. It's, if you want like a silly rom-com historical fiction with a little touch of fantasy, tiny touch of fantasy, I really enjoyed it, and it is so self-aware and silly and goofy. It will make you laugh out loud, and it calls out tropes. It is very self-aware of being a rom-com, and it's honestly a really, really fun read. The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love is very cute. I need to finish that. I'm just looking at my series tracker right now because I want to see where I'm at. I have to read Catching Fire. I have to read Catching Fire. I don't have to, but like, I bought the trilogy with the intention of reading all of them during Sunrise on the Readathon, and then I didn't. I read only one of them, which is still good, so. Okay, let me catch up on chat. This might be my last sprint. I got work in the morning. Boo. Yeah, I'm engaging in jobless behavior. Sorry. I'm unemployed at the moment, so I'm taking advantage of the late nights. I cooked and had dinner already and gave my cousin the leftover, and now I'm starving again. Yeah. Maybe it's time for a snack. Oh, your stomach might be... Yeah, it can be hard adjusting to different kinds of food or, you know, things like that. Reading City Under One Roof by Iris Yamashita. It's a murder mystery set in a small, closed-off Alaskan town. That sounds interesting. I'm trying to complete the 52 book club this year. I fell behind schedule and I'm trying to get caught up now. This will fill the prompt about having a direction in the title with under. Ooh. 52 book club. So is it literally just a book a week? That's... I mean, that's good if you read it, if you read a lot. Definitely. I enjoyed my jobless summer until school started again. Yeah. I'm in that kind of phase where I still am enjoying the free time, but I'm also a little fed up with having no routine and no consistency and nothing to like channel into except for BookTube, which is, thank God for BookTube and for you guys, because this is my lifeline, to be honest, right now. I started working again yesterday. Like, started working after being unemployed, or did you start a new job? I haven't checked my phone in like 3 hours. I think my mom texted me. Oh, my mom got a puzzle toy for my, for their cats. I wonder if he'll figure it out. He's very food motivated. I think he'll figure it out. Oh. And one for the dogs. Oh, yeah. And he's... I don't know if it'll focus, but he's just destroying this cardboard box. Just... Oh. Hang on, I gotta replay that last one for you. I don't know if it'll do it. I don't know if you saw it. He shook the hell out of that. That's so funny. My parents got a puppy, and he is 7.5, probably 8 months now. Very full of energy and a little destructive. Sorry, I had to text my mom back. Yeah, I am close to 100 subs. I'm very excited. I feel really lucky and proud of what I've gotten done on here in like 2 months, and I'm really happy just to have this community and to have, like I said, this lifeline right now, to be honest. So I'm really happy about it. I'm happy. Yep, I got fed up the last month and started making videos. Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of people have gotten into BookTube because of losing their job or being, you know, between semesters or working part-time or anything like that. So I think it's a nice outlet. It's a nice creative outlet. It's nice to just put your mental energy into something, your creative energy into something. I was really needing that outlet. I work at a school, so I was working from home for the summer, but no kids and no teachers, so I didn't have much to do. Oh, so you're back to working already? It's only August. It's only the beginning of August. Or are you like setting up for like the upcoming school year? I have to refill my water. Everyone hydrate, by the way. Yeah, I'm at 96 subs right now, so that's really exciting. And only like 2 of them are my family members. I think one of them is my fiance, and then maybe my mom, I don't know. She probably doesn't even watch my shit. She did in the beginning because I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. But then I realized that like I don't really want to share my BookTube with like the people in my life because I don't want it to feel like I expect them to watch or engage or promote my stuff out of like any sort of like familial or friendship obligation. Like if they're genuinely 100% interested in BookTube or in book content, like yeah, absolutely. But like if you're not in the BookTube sphere, I don't, you know, I don't know. I don't want it to feel like obligatory, you know. Oh, you set up your office and plan new teacher training. Nice. I'm one of them. I appreciate all of you. They provide 52 prompts for the entire year. Some who participate do more than 52. Some do less. I'm trying 52 completely read books for the year. That's awesome. 52 is a really good goal, honestly. Out of curiosity, how many are you at so far for the year? I am at, what am I at? 44? 44! Woo! Plus my library has a 50-book reading challenge for the year with prizes. Prizes. Get that mug. Get the mug. I would die of embarrassment if my family watched my videos. Yeah, I in the beginning I was just like, please tell me if I need to improve anything. It was more of just like a improvement standpoint, and also my family works in like my parents own their own small business working in like video production and editing and marketing and web design and things like that. And so I was like, watch my video and give me purely technical feedback, please and thank you. And they did, so it was helpful. My dad taught me, like, he was like, oh, download this app for your phone and like change the settings to like this, this, and this, and it'll look better. And I was like, thank you. Making the bulletin boards this week, LOL, and making spreadsheets, files, Canvas projects, yes. I used to work as a teacher's assistant part-time at an elementary school, and I did some of those bulletin board setups. It was pretty fun. It was always fun being a student, and like when you were in school and you like go home one day and then the next day the bulletin boards would be like all updated with like new little borders and pictures and little stuff, and you're like, oh my god, it changed, it's new. And like when you're a kid, you don't even think about how that changed. You just show up and it's different. It's nice being able to set up without the kids at the school. Yeah. I would always wait till like the hallways were empty because it was just easier. I had like a giant pile of papers and like a staple gun thingy, and it was like if a kid was nearby, it was a mess. That's so nice. My coworker told me that he found and watches my videos every Saturday with his husband. I was horrified at first, but he started reading because of it, and I'm so happy. That's really cute. That's very wholesome. That is really, really sweet. And he found your videos organically too? Did he just like, was he just on BookTube and found your videos and was like, oh my god, that's my coworker? That's crazy if that's the case. That's really cool if that's the case. And also so sweet. Oh, you bet. Those kids will ask me about their name being wrong, or if I miss their birthday on the bulletin board. Mm-hmm. Or they'll all just like shuffle around you. They'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can I help? No. Get away from my staple gun. You cannot help. Yeah. I always loved doing that. Sometimes I want to work at a school again, but then first of all, I don't know how I would. I don't have a teaching anything. But also, I would be like really bad at being like tough on the kids. Like I would just want to be like the cool aunt teacher who just like is like the art or computer teacher and just like just vibes. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had to discipline a student, like I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't be able to like hold them to like doing anything. I'd be like, go sit over there and think about what you've done. But like they're not gonna, what if they don't listen to me? That I got nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm too much of a pushover is the problem. I'm a doormat. And so like if I get mild pushback from the kid, I'd be like, you're right, sorry, go back to what you're doing. Because when I was part-time, I was literally just like, I would do one-on-one tutoring with them, and I would play with them at recess, and I would help them with like class assignments, but I didn't have to do any of the like teacher stuff, you know what I mean? I fell behind on my schedule. I'm currently at 25 completely read books, still 5 books behind, but I read 7 books last month, and I'll finish my second book of August next sprint. Nice, very nice. 7 books last month is really good. I think I casually mentioned I do BookTube and he looked me up. Oh, that's nice. I was going to say, if that was organic, that's crazy. How funny. So many work for schools here. I work for my local school district as well. Definitely participating in jobless activities this summer. School's back at the end of August for us. Getting a sub certification was super easy for me in Missouri anyway. That's true. Alright. Let's spin the wheel. I think we're going to do one more sprint tonight. Wait, this is the wrong window. What am I doing? Let's spin the wheel. I think we're going to do one more sprint. I'm going to not do 65 max because that's kind of late. Let's do 30 to 45. It'll be a little bit of a shorter one. It'll probably wrap up at around the hour mark, probably, I would say. This is so bright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 40, 45. Okay, let's spin. $32. Okay. So we'll be done around like quarter of to whatever. Well, I guess it depends on what time zone you're in, isn't it? It's 10:12 p.m. here, so it'll be done around 10:45-ish or whatever. 32 minutes. Well, I'm going to go grab an apple for a few of those minutes. So, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. If I even start another book. What am I even going to do for like 30 minutes? Start a book in 30 minutes? Well, I have a bachelor's degree. It's just not in education. I have a bachelor's in biology and a minor in chem and psychology. It's a weird mix. The psychology comes out of nowhere, but it's because I was a nursing major at first, and then I switched majors. Yeah, the pay for teaching in general is just so bad. Hi, Alyssa. You came in at a good time. We were just about to do one more sprint. So it's going to be a 32-minute last sprint of the night. Because I've been going for a while now. I don't see how long it's been on OBS. Oh yeah, I do. It's been almost 3 hours. Nice. I did say it would probably be about 3.5 hours. That's good. They would let you teach science here. I probably could teach science, but again, I'd be such a pushover teacher, man. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Hi, Ash. Welcome. Nursing, then psych. Yeah, I did nursing and then switched to biology because it was just the easiest, like, to transfer my credits that I already had taken in, like, the sciences, like the gen sciences, from nursing to biology. Although sometimes I kind of wish I went for psych instead. But the problem with psych is that you need, like, a master's or a PhD to get, like, any really well-paying job, I suppose. That's what they always told me, but I don't know. I feel like I probably would have been... It would have been a lot more schooling, unfortunately. And I was like, I'm getting my bachelor's, and that's fucking it. The most I'd want to do is, I was low-key considering emigrating to, like, Canada and just getting an associate's and getting a student visa to emigrate because I was like, fuck America, it's bad here, dude. But I don't know if I actually would go and do that. I don't know. Just ideas. We live in a dystopian hellhole. Love this country. Woo! I have a batch in psych and getting your master's in counseling. Nice. Right, the clinical mental health, right? Well, I'm perfectly qualified for psychology because I've got quite a few mental illnesses under my belt. That's my qualifications. Okay. By the way, to anybody that's new in here, Alyssa and Ash, you guys are familiar with Katie Colson's method of sprinting, so you guys are already probably familiar, but I do have a spreadsheet that I started. It's in the link in the description, so you can go ahead and add. I know that we're only doing like one more sprint, but if you want to throw your name in there and what you're doing and what book you're reading, please do. It's been nice. It's been nice to have that in here, so feel free to join. I feel like I'm just gonna leave the sheet, like, and then the next time I sprint, I'll just, like, clear out everything. Because, like, I'm not going to make a new one every time, you know? But I think that's what they do. But yeah. Just hang on, I have to catch up on chat. I have a batch in nursing, batch in psych, master's in English, and creative writing. What? Girl, how many degrees? That's insane. Good for you. Some people just really, really thrive in an academic setting, and they thrive in school. So if that works for you, do that. Absolutely do that. Correct, which is why I'm getting my master's. Yeah. It's so cute, all the colors. Yeah. The spreadsheet is cute. Yeah. Master's, PhD. Not for me, I don't think. Maybe an associate's. Like another associate's on top of whatever, just so I can qualify for like some other type of job. I just don't know if I want to go into a grad program ever, but life's long, we'll see. A lot of therapists have mental illnesses as well. Yeah. Oh, you weren't going to hop on my lap, were you? I was going to go get a snack. Okay, well, before she hops up on my lap, I'm going to go get a snack. So we're going to start the sprint. I'm standing up so that she doesn't jump on my lap before I get up, because that would be really funny. Collecting degrees like Pokemon cards. There you go. Yeah, I think my therapist... Oh, Matcha's in the chair. There you go. You already have your own chair. You can't just keep taking chairs. If you want to see biscuits, let me... You guys want to watch her make biscuits for a few minutes? Although if I go downstairs, hi, I'm still here. If I go downstairs, she probably will follow me, because she tends to do that. So I'm really sorry if I leave the room and she follows me and you can't see this anymore. But do you see those thumbs? Look at those thumbs. She has thumbs. She's so good at baking. Look at her go. Okay, I'm going to start the timer, and I'm going to go grab a snack, and I will see you guys in 32 minutes. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do in 32 minutes. I'm not going to start a book. I didn't plan this very well. Okay, enjoy the biscuits if she doesn't leave. I will see you soon. Bye. Okay. I don't know what the heck is going on in this book. My gosh. So I decided to pick up a memory called Empire, pick up from where I started earlier, because I started it at my hair salon earlier while I was waiting and did not get very far, and I did not get very far this time either. I am only 4%. 4%? %? It feels like I'm a lot further, but it's just so slow to get through because I'm so fucking confused. I'm only 4% into it. I do not know if it's going to be for me or not. I really want to give it a fair college try, but I am real intimidated by this one. It's just not... Something's not clicking yet. I think I need to give it a little more time. But how was the sprint for everyone else? Unfortunately, that was the last one of the night. I do need to go to bed at some point. It's almost 11 p.m. here. No worries, just happy to be here. I'm happy you're here. And you finished your book just in time for the timer. Nice. You finished the first episode of Olympho. I'm enjoying it. Good. Very good. I'm going to update where I'm at in the tracker. The problem with this one is, since I'm reading on an e-reader, I don't know how many pages I technically read because it's at like location 61 out of 1,417, but that's not like a page number. So I'm not going to count the pages that I read. I'm just going to do the location. I have no idea. Yes, I did get my apple. I ate that. I was munching on that while I was reading. I also just don't really like reading on an e-reader. And this is one of the reasons, is that it's like location 61 out of 1,417. Like, what does that even mean? So, it's kind of annoying. If I'm really not feeling the e-reader, I could always just go see if I can get it from my library physically and just borrow it at home. Because, I don't know. It's just not that comfortable, you know? It's not that comfortable to hold. Only read about 10 pages, but did a lot of computer organizing, uploading. Good. Made good progress editing. Nice. Honestly, though, tomorrow I need to watch, I need to watch back my July wrap-up that I finished editing. I just want to watch it one more time all the way through and just make sure that it's good before I schedule it. I'll probably post that maybe Thursday or Friday because I know everyone's posting their July wrap-ups and mine's technically done. I just need to schedule it. So I'll probably have that go live Thursday, Friday, and then I can film a vlog update tomorrow, and that's probably it. I was gonna do my my reading journal for July, but I ordered a new light for my desk, like a small little light, because the one that I have right now is kind of trash. So. Oh, you're editing your July wrap-up too? Yeah, everyone's posting them right now. Andrea, you finished your book. Nice. Very good. That's funny, Adriana. Okay, well. Oh, that's why. I was like trying to figure out why the spreadsheet wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. But it's because they do like pages read per sprint, and then you add up the total, and then it adds up the total. That's what it is. Let's fix that. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm not talking right now. I was updating something on the spreadsheet to make it make sense to me. Okay, I think this makes sense to me now. Is that going to do a regular? No, it's not going to do a regular border. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, I fixed it. It was doing something weird, so I figured it out. I'm painting everybody's format. That's what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I just did. There we go. I like that better, I think. Okay, I fixed it. Sorry I wasn't talking, I was just fixing the spreadsheet and I was like, it needs to be perfect, it needs to make sense. Okay. Okay. My brain is shutting down. So sorry. Let me catch up on chat. Mine has location or page number if you click it. I have a Kindle. I have, it's just like a tablet though. It's not like an e-reader technically. It's just like a Samsung tablet or whatever. And mine has a little like strap on the back to hold it. But sometimes just the weight of it, since it's a lot heavier than like a regular e-reader, it's just very heavy. So I think I just need to prop it up on something, or I think you can... I don't know. Maybe I just need to stand it up and not hold it, because it's not very comfortable to hold. I'll keep my eyes peeled for your July wrap-up. You have yours filmed but not edited. Yeah, it took a long time to edit. It takes a really long time to edit the wrap-ups because there's just so much to say. And I also have to, like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I feel like I have to repeat a sentence so many times to get a usable take, because I will start the sentence and not really figure out what I'm going to say. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to wing it, and I'll just, like, play it by ear. And then I get to the, like, middle of the sentence, and then I just trail off, and then I have to like try to remember where I left off in the sentence, but I don't really remember, and so then I have to like start the whole sentence over because I don't remember. But then every time I start the sentence over, I just keep adding a few more words to it, and then eventually I get a usable sentence. But it takes like 9 takes to do it. So it's kind of a nightmare editing my own footage. It's kind of terrible. But that's okay. We eventually get there. It eventually gets there. So it is what it is. I updated my reading tracker. Updated. I'm so frustrated. I really need to, like, it's just a really overwhelming book. I need to give it more time. It's really overwhelming. It's hard science fiction. It's like hard science. There's a lot going into this. And it also doesn't help that the whole like magic, is there a magic system? I don't know. The whole there's this whole focus on language and different languages and the way that things are translated from one language to another, but also the sentence structure being like very, very critical, actually. And this section I'm in right now, they're like deciphering the ambassador's mail or whatever, but like the cipher that they use is some like insanely specific poetry thing that like I don't even know what to make sense of. I don't even know how to process it. Like, it says, I bet you could decrypt this kind by hand, actually, if you knew political verse. And then the other person responds, 15-syllable iambic couplets with a caesura between syllable 8 and syllable 9. What does that mean? Like, syllables and iambic pentameter and 15 whatever syllable ciphers, and I'm just very overwhelmed by this book right now. I think it's going to be really, really interesting once it clicks, but it hasn't clicked yet. All the chats are just flooding in now, sorry. Also, sorry that I was really, really boring for a second there. I just was updating the spreadsheet and then my brain shut off. Thank you so much for joining, Kendra. Have a good night. We're done here. I'm just, my brain is imploding at the moment. Sometimes you have to film a take 20 times. It really is like that. It's so frustrating. And of course, you know, once it's posted, you don't see any of that. You don't see the labor that went into it. So even like the bigger content creators, I'm sure they struggle too. You know, it's probably not as easy as they make it look, you know? I just have to hope that the longer I do this, the easier it gets to speak my mind in a concise, clear way. Concise and clear mean the same thing. See? I don't know what I'm talking about. I will say that filming and editing gets better with time, yeah. I used to have to film so many more takes before, and I was much less confident, but over time it's a muscle that improves. For sure. I think the confidence as well is definitely a muscle. And I'm sure that that's going to get better with time. And, you know, I can already tell, looking at, like, some of the stuff that I'm filming more recently, like my July wrap-up versus, you know, my first few videos, it's so different. So I hope that it gets better. My editing has gotten better. I really, really like editing, to be honest. So, and I'm so neurotic about it. it's kind of crazy. I'm the same way, TBH. I might go eat an apple with peanut butter because you inspired me. There you go. I didn't have peanut butter with mine, just regular, just a Granny Smith apple. It gets a little easier, but honestly, I'm so chatty. LOL, there's only so much I can do. Yeah. I think my problem is that it ends up, I try to get my point across in a way that makes it sound like I actually read the book and know what I'm talking about and know what the plot was, or know what I took away from it, or I want to convey the themes or whatever. But then, like, I'm trying to talk about it and the words just disappear from my vocabulary and I don't know what to say. And it's so frustrating. So, yeah, it'll get better. It'll get better. Anyways, I think probably wrap it up here. Sorry for it getting a little unraveled at the end. I'm just like I said, I'm low battery. Time to go to bed. But thank you guys. Let's try that again. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining me for sprints, and I'm really happy that you guys were able to make it, and especially some of those who I follow and you guys follow me and you haven't been able to join me for sprints yet. I'm really happy we were able to do this, and I don't know when I'm going to sprint next. I guess it depends like how the rest of my week goes. I know the weekends are usually really busy for me, but maybe I'll do a daytime sprint, maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm happy with finishing a book today and then making tiny progress in A Memory Called Empire. I really got nowhere with that. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. And say goodbye to Matcha. I'm going to end it with bye, Matcha. Bye, Matcha.